everybody, welcome to CompetitionX. My name is Tony Phelan, and today we're looking at a new vehicle from Tamiya, the Hotshot II 2024. So this version is actually an update to the 1987 release of this same car. And this thing still comes with a lot of the same features: four-wheel independent suspension, oil-filled shocks, one in the front, two in the rear. But this does come with some updated features, like a pre-cut and pre-painted polycarbonate body and wing, updated sticker set, as well as sealed gearboxes and a lighter weight ABS monocoque chassis. This particular version also comes with the 540 motor as well as the Hobbywing THW 1060 ESC. So in today's video, we're going to take this box over to the workbench, we're going to open it up and show you all the cool parts that come with this kit, and then we're going to get on to the build.
Alright, here she is, the Hotshot II 2024 edition. Four-wheel drive off-road racer. Includes Hobbywing THW 1060 brushless ESC 2 and 3S. We may actually try running a 3S in this thing. See how it wakes that brushed motor up. Kind of side of the box there. We're going to have to get some bearings though if we're going to run 3S, that's for certain. Alright, let's see what this thing comes with. Alright, so it still has that kind of Tamiya feel to it with this here. A little divider and then the box of all the option stuff. We're going to get the box off of here like we normally do and go through all the parts, show you what comes in this kit. Let's do that right now. Okay, so the first thing is the THW 1060 ESC. This is what Tamiya is kind of giving with all of their cars now. Great speed control that we've used in quite a few different cars. Time to get rid of this plug. This plug's nasty, it's awful, everybody gets rid of it. They don't even make batteries anymore with this thing. So come on, Tamiya, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that plug. Okay. We're just gonna open some bags up. Looks like we got some roll cage parts. These here for the battery, hold the battery in place. They are not the same parts tree. A little different here, same pieces here, sort of, but a little different. Anyway, roll cage parts. Big bad bumper. This is ABS plastic. This is more of a flexible bendy plastic. This, not so much. Lower front bumper and then kind of the Tamiya front bumper. You can see the word Tamiya no matter which way the car's on its wheels, not on its wheels. Okay, chassis. Held together with plastic. There we go. More ABS. This is a lower chassis pan. Couple of the parts on there. Looks like it could be for the shock mounts there. I love how a lot of the Tamiya stuff just looks so different than anything else. And when was the last time you saw like a shock tower that looked like that? Or a gearbox that looked like this? Front and rear gearbox halves. It is impressive molding though, you gotta say that. And then before we get to the box of parts, I'm not gonna take this out. Pre-painted, pre-cut, Lexan, polycarbonate, body and wing. Tires, give those a look here. See how they feel. They feel just like the originals, rock hard. Rear tires, front tires, kind of the same pattern, same tread pattern. And then your wheels, I can take those out, but I think these feel kind of flexible, so you may be able to dye these. I'm not 100% sure. If you want to give it a different look than the kind of the white wheels. All right, we get to some red parts. Underneath the thing there. We have the rear hubs. These are the now, well, I guess they used these back in the original too, right? These were for the wheel hubs. These pins kind of went in the holes, and that's what kind of gripped the wheel. Servo saver parts. Okay, before we get to this, let's get all these other parts. Let's get all these other parts back in the box. So let's get all this stuff out of the way. Okay, love the box like this. This is kind of like weird packaging for most of you that see this, but this is the way Tamiya used to do it back in the day, kind of after the whole blister card thing. But I do love the box. Kind of all the extra parts just get shoved into a box like this. Yeah, there's a lot of extra parts here. All right, first thing, let's go ahead and rip this guy open here. This is the main chassis. It's two halves. They just tape it together. But I kind of like how they have the driver molded into it there. Again, when was the last time you saw any other manufacturer with something like this? Maybe Kyosho. Cool, cool. Shock bodies. Now, you may say, why only 3? Well, this car uses 2 in the rear, 1 in the front. There's your helmet, spacer for the driver. These suspension arms. And they use kind of a pivot ball that goes in there and a piece that sits over there and kind of captures the pivot ball. These look like maybe the front arms with the shock that mounts there. You know, they'll be opposite, but you get the idea. Other shock parts. We have let's just get these out of here so you can see them. Again, 3 for 3 shocks. The piston. Lower shock rod end, spring capture, and then preload spacers. Oh, they're numbered. So we're doing the D-bag first. Wow, look at the length of those things. Rears, front, shock oil, mounting hardware, wheel nuts, bladders, O-rings, body clips, and then mounting hardware. It looks like there's the longer pieces are probably the suspension. Oh no, those are the shock shafts, sorry. Shock shafts in there. Okay. We have an A. Well, we're not going to need to get any bearings. This is probably for the transmission. Gearboxes, those bearings. And then these are probably for the wheels, which is fine. These will be fine for the wheels. We're gonna kind of have some fun with this car, maybe drive it through some water, splash some stuff, sand, so I don't want to have to do a whole lot of maintenance, so these will be perfect for that. And some other mounting hardware. Out drives. Mounting hardware. Grease, 4-way wrench. If you're any kind of Tamiya person, you probably got 7,000 or 8,000 of these. I know I do. Allen wrench, L wrench, whatever you want to call it. We'll be using a quality set, not that thing. Internal diff parts. or gearbox parts, I guess. And all of the shims and everything, satellite gears, sun gears. And then, wow, look at that. They give you an array of pinions. That's kind of cool. And then the motor spacer. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I never ever used these until I built the BBX. And then I found out how important this is. Any kind of motor, these can too, I guess. Any kind of dirt or sand can get in through here and then come in through these holes and get into your gearbox. Putting that in there basically covers those holes up. It helps prevent, it won't stop, it helps prevent dirt from getting in your gearbox. So use this. And then of course, your 540 motor. We're going to get to see how well that works on 3S. Internal gearbox gears. C, B. Let's just do these first. Steering arms. So both of these are upper arms. These are lower arms. Front and rear lower arms. Interesting. They look super solid this way, and you flip them over and they're all hollowed out. Lightweight. All right. The B-bag. Your drive shaft. Nice aluminum drive shaft. These, I think, are for the... What did I use these before? I don't remember what these were for. Maybe the anti-roll bar. Maybe it goes here like that. If I recall, that's what they're for. And then, of course, your anti-roll bar. Your rear... front and rear dog bones. The upper mounting pieces for these guys to capture the balls. Lots of mounting hardware, hinge pins, and outdrives, or axles, I guess. More bushings. Hardware. Bigger L wrench. And then the anti-roll bar ends. These big balls here. These guys there, I don't know if you can kind of see them. Those are the ones that go inside here. It's 4 of them, because there's 4 of those. And then a bunch of the mounting hardware. Okay. Before I get to the rest of it, oh, I got one more bag. Almost forgot the sea bag. The sea bag has, this looks like a roof, aluminum roof panel, back panel. It goes in the back of the car. Double-sided tape, zip ties, switch mount, rod ends, lots of mounting hardware, more mounting hardware, and then looks like a front body mount. And these could be the tie rods for the steering. Okay, now before I get to the rest, we're gonna clear this off real quick. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. So the Hotshot II comes with a clear antenna tube. Kind of old school there. Some paperwork nobody ever reads. Just conformity stuff. The decal sheet, love it. Do number 5, number 9, all the original kind of colors. Hotshot II. Very nice. And then, oh, this got blown off to the side here. The metal kind of rollover antenna. So one mounts on one side, one mounts on the other side. And 2 antennas there. And then the manual. As usual, awesome Tamiya manual. Tools needed, paints needed, electronic setup, and then all of the detailed instructions on the gearing. There's your different gears there. Helmet and the driver. So installing the servo, the electronics, your cage, shocks, wheels and tires, and then cutting out and painting the body. But since they already did it for you, you skip right on to that right there. Putting the stickers on, mounting the body, inserting the battery. Wonder if this guy's got a name. If anybody knows this guy's name, let me know. And your parch trees for replacement parts and part numbers. There you go. Everything that comes in the Tamiya Hotshot II 4-wheel drive buggy.
So I've never had one of these before. I never had one of the original ones. So I'm pretty excited about this version here. We're going to get it built, we're going to get it running, and then we're going to have some fun with it, and we're going to take you along for the ride. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon to be notified of future videos in this series. We'll see you soon.